Hello. If I look like a zombie, I feel like one too. I got about 45 minutes worth of sleep last night. So engine's running, but there's no one behind the wheel. At the moment it's 4:10 p.m. But I actually have some, well, let's say surprising news. Remember that video response I posted yesterday to my Finnish channel? This time yesterday, I had a Finnish channel with one video, one subscriber and few views. Now I have a Finnish channel with 2 videos, 16 subscribers and about 150 something views. I think I made something right, because in my perspective that really is a huge success, and because when I'm making kind of these English vlogs, I have, and actually some of those people who subscribe to my Finnish channel also subscribed to this channel, and I was used to it with this channel, that you get some subscribers, you know, one subscriber here and there, some views, and all of a sudden this bang. I wasn't prepared for this. I just made a video response. Well, yesterday Zirota posted rather disturbing video to her channel on YouTube, and if you follow her on Facebook, you know what had happened, and I'm more than a bit worried actually, because it was really dark material, although I understand her based on the facts that I know, what I saw on her Facebook. I really understand why she gave up internet, at least for now, because it was a very dirty thing. Well, I don't go into details, but if you follow her, you probably know this incident, well, let's use the word incident anyway, that I'm talking about. And here are birthday cards in the making. Guess who's almost 6 years old? Only a year and a half and she goes to school. What happened to my little one?
She grew up.
She's a big girl now. And tomorrow we have 2 Wolves' band rehearsals, and I can play bass because I bought this new Sans Amp Tri-AC 3-channel programmable preamp before Christmas, and I just fell in love with that thing, because before I bought it I was using a Electro Harmonix Bass Big Muff Pi, which is basically a fuzz pedal for bass, and it was good, but there was something missing. But last time we had rehearsals and I plugged that thing in and punched it on. Damn. If a sound can't have a form of a creator, well, now I'm going philosophic now. I didn't saw my maker, but it was close. And actually it's a bit funny, because I started playing guitar when I was 14, which means that I've been playing guitar for 19 years now. And I started to play bass 3 years ago. And when I got my first bass 3 years ago, after playing it for a while, I realized that I have always been a bass player, basically. I've always played rhythm guitar with the same style that you usually use with the bass if you're playing in grunge or metal bands. And that was pretty funny thing to realize. But the reason for that is, I think, that years ago I played about 4 years in a band called Eetteri. I was a guitarist, vocalist, songwriter of that band, and our bass player wasn't too good at the time. I mean, he can really play bass now, but back then he was a bit shaky player. And usually bass and the drums are kind of the powerhouse of the band, because most of the time we were a trio. We had some extra guitar players here and there, but basically we were a trio. And now when we didn't have that kind of a trustful, is that the right word? But let's say that as a guitarist I couldn't trust the bass. I couldn't trust that the bass is there with the drums. So I started to play with the drums and kind of ignored the bass. And that's how my rhythm guitar playing style evolved. I've always played with the drums. And that's why it was so weird to realize when I started to play bass that this is something I've done, you know, years and years and years, but only with two extra strings. The Beauty and the Beast. I'm going to close today's vlog here because it's now 6:50 and I really want to get a good night's sleep, because otherwise my whole week will be pretty much... I remembered a while ago that tomorrow we'll be having rehearsals, but the fun part is that we are going to start working with some new songs. So we can safely say that there will be Two Wolves album somewhere this year or early next year, if we're doing that album with the same label that released our first two albums. Well, I've only been in one, the latest, Men of Honor. That was my first album with the band. So tomorrow it will be a rehearsal day, and I'll get off from work about 4 p.m. and Ossi or Ilkka are coming to pick me up somewhere before 5 p.m. So tomorrow's vlog will probably be late one day. Tomorrow is Tuesday and I'll be uploading it Wednesday, simply because after the rehearsals it's an hour and a half drive both ways. So I'll be back home somewhere near midnight, and I'm not going to start rendering and uploading. I want to go to bed. So that's why tomorrow's vlog will be uploaded in Wednesday. Can't speak anymore. But this was V-Day 35. Until tomorrow, or technically until day after tomorrow. See ya!